Hi, welcome back to Pronunciation Workshop. My name is Suyin, and today I will tell you about the murders of the Rue Morgue, Part 4. Let's start. Murder had come to the old house on the street called the Rue Morgue. Murder had come and gone, and left behind the bodies of an old woman and her daughter. It grew up perishing, crying the demise to the daughter body Josette a cure of superhuman strength. The night had killed the old woman, almost separating head from body, were in the room. But the old woman's body was outside, behind the house. The door and windows to the house all firmly closed, locked on the inside. Voices had been heard. One voice was speaking in French. The other voice had not spoken even one word that anyone could understand. And yet, there was no one in the room when police arrived moments after the attack. My friend Dupin was not explaining to me that what he had learned when we visited the scene of crime. I knew that what seemed impossible must be proved possible. The killer, and I believe there were just once, escaped through one of the windows. After the murder had left, he could have closed the window from the outside, but he could not have fastened the nail. Yes, anyone could see the nails without the window tightly closed. This was the first that stopped the police. How could the murderer put the nail back in the place? That's the problem, Dupin. Perhaps if you pull out the nail. Yes, that is just what I thought. Two things seemed clear. First, there had to be something wrong with the idea that the nail was holding the window closed. Second, it was not the nails which were holding the window closed. There's something else was holding them closed, something hard to see, something hidden. So I checked the first window again. I removed the nail. Then I tried to raise the window. It was still fully closed. There had to be a hidden lock, I thought, inside the window. I set the window free. Indeed, I found a button which I pressed it, opened the inner lock. I raised the window with ease. Now I knew that the killer of the closed the window from outside, and the window would lock itself. But there was still the nail, so I returned the nail, pressed the button, and again tried to raise the window. The nail held the window closed. Then the window could not have been the means of escape. That window, no. The killer did not escape through it, but I went again to other window. The nail then looked the same as the one I had just seen. I moved the bed so that I could look closely. Yes, there was a button here too. I was sure I was right. That without touching the nails, I pressed the button and tried to raise the window. And what happened? I knew the answer, but I let Dupin have the satisfaction of reporting. The window went up, he told me. As the window went up, it carried with it top and part of the nail, the head. When I closed the window, the head of the nail was again in its place. It looked just as it had looked before. The nails were broken but locked home, and it was impossible to prove otherwise. So the murderer went out that window. Did he arrive in the room by that passageway? Dupin answered, although it seemed he was speaking more to himself than to me. It was a hot summer night. Would the victim have opened the window to get some fresh night air? Most likely. So the killer found it open and entered. I trust Dupin nodded. As he shook it, the window locked when it closed. The lock held the window closed, not the nail, as is apparent. To investigate again that which seemed impossible were actually possible. Dupin's eye was shining with a satisfaction discovery brings. His great analyzing effect and his unusual reasoning ability had found a great purpose. I suddenly understood. This is why going to the house on the Rue Morgue seemed pleasing to Dupin. The jewel of his sharp mental ability made him happy, and I had the work to provide that great read. Dupin, the windows on the fourth floor, far above the ground, even an open window. Dupin shook his head up and down slowly. Yes, that is interesting question. How does the Buddha go from window down to the ground and vice versa? But I had looked around carefully outside, you recall, and I knew a way. And the answer to the question told me still more about the identity of killer. Do you remember, friend, the lightning rod attached to the house? Yes, a metal pole and quite narrow. It spreads beauty from lightning strike, but it's so tall and thin. True, it could take great strength and agility to get up a spur. Some kind of animals might climb it easily, yes, but surely not every man could. In fact, maybe very few men. Those of very special strength and special training. This helped me create a better picture of the Buddha, but still not sharp enough to recognize. I still had the question, who? We know the killer climbed the pole, entered the room through the window, Buddha, and destroyed all order in the room. He managed to push the body out of the chimney. He threw the other, almost headless, out the window. Then he left the way he came. We can answer the how of the crime, but who? Just unspeakable visioning. What human could do this to another? Dupin continued, transformed again, seeming to speak to himself as much as to me. Perhaps we can come closer to answer the question of whose by exploring the question of why. But Dupin, the police said the motive must have been robbery. But my friends, what were taken? The police said they could not answer the question. They said that's not the woman has. Maybe close and surely the investigation proposed, but never describes the woman as nearly harmless, released if ever, living in the house. Of what should refined clothes and collie jewelry be to them? Dupin's eyes were glazing, his brows pointing sharply down, and he shook me thinking aloud. But what is more telling than what the killer might have taken in what he left behind, conveniently placed in the center of rooms? Of course, the money. You are right, Dupin. It should make no sense. All the money diverted from the bank to the old woman right there on the floor. Why would the attack have passed on the rich? A thief certainly would not. Sure, I want you go to get the investigation class that's killer at a precise for money. They chose this early because they knew the money had arrived just 3 days before the killings. That were just trends. If guilt was the reason for the murder, the killer must have been quite a fool to forget and leave it. No, I think that they were the reason for the killing. Escapes perhaps fear. The wide nature of attack led me to a motive of fear. An interesting theory to pain. Fear can bring out the crazy mesh in a person, in any living thing. Now let's look at the Buddha themselves. Again, it killed by powerful hand around her neck. Then the body is placed in the opening over the fireplace, head down. Unusual, even by the standard of the most terrible criminals. Think also of the great strength needed to put the body where it was found. It took several men to pull a child, although the head pulled from the hands of the young woman. You saw yourself, and you saw the blood and skin still attached. It takes great force of pull out even 20 or 30 hands at a time, but these were hands and scalp. And there was no reason to almost take out the woman's hands that would kill her. It's extremely as I wish, especially since there is no evidence that the killer knew the victim. No one could take stranger enough to carry out such fortune. Depends are narrow. Exactly. It's the end of part 4 of the Buddha is the Rue Morgue by Edgar Allan Poe. Thanks for listening and I'll see you again.